Are you feeling overwhelmed by the chaos of modern life? Do you feel like you're constantly being pulled in a million different directions, with no real control over your own mind? What if I told you that the key to unlocking a life of inner peace, resilience, and true freedom was discovered over 2,000 years ago? The ancient Stoics were masters of the human mind. They developed a set of principles, a code of conduct, that allowed them to navigate the complexities of life with grace, courage, and wisdom. These weren't just abstract ideas, they were practical tools for living a better life. Today, we're going to delve into the 7 core virtues of Stoicism. These aren't just rules to follow, they are the building blocks of an unbreakable mind. If you're ready to take control of your life and forge a mind of iron, then stay tuned. This video will change your perspective on everything. Number 1, the virtue of wisdom. The first, and perhaps most important, Stoic virtue is wisdom. But this isn't the kind of wisdom you find in textbooks. This is practical wisdom. The ability to navigate complex situations with logic, reason, and a clear head. The Stoics believed that the chief cause of human suffering was our own flawed judgments. We react emotionally to events, we make assumptions, and we let our biases cloud our thinking. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment of things. Think about that for a moment. It's not the traffic jam that's making you angry, it's your judgment that the traffic jam is a terrible, life-ruining event. The Stoic path to wisdom is to learn to separate the event from your interpretation of it. To cultivate wisdom, you must become a student of your own mind. Question your initial reactions. Ask yourself, is this really as bad as I'm making it out to be? By doing this, you begin to take back control. You stop being a slave to your emotions and start becoming the master of your own mind. Number 2, the virtue of courage. The second Stoic virtue is courage. And I'm not just talking about the courage to face physical danger. I'm talking about the courage to face yourself. The courage to do the right thing, even when it's hard. The courage to speak your truth, even when your voice shakes. Seneca, one of the most eloquent Stoics, wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." In a world that constantly tempts us with easy outs and comfortable lies, choosing the path of virtue requires immense bravery. Courage is about facing your fears head-on. It's about acknowledging your anxieties and then acting anyway. It's about being willing to stand up for your principles, even if you're standing alone. So, how do you cultivate courage? You start small. Do one thing every day that scares you. Have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Take on that challenging project at work. With each act of courage, you build your resilience. You prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think. Number 3, the virtue of justice. The third Stoic virtue is justice. For the Stoics, justice wasn't just about laws and courtrooms. It was about treating others with fairness, respect, and compassion. It was about recognizing that we are all part of a larger human community. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminded himself daily, "What is not good for the beehive, is not good for the bee." He understood that our own well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of others. In our hyper-individualistic society, it's easy to forget this. We're encouraged to look out for number 1, to put our own needs above all else. But the Stoics knew that a life lived only for oneself is an empty life. To practice justice, you must strive to be a person of integrity. Treat everyone you meet with dignity and respect, regardless of their station in life. Be honest in your dealings. And always ask yourself, is this action fair to everyone involved? By living a life of justice, you not only improve the world around you, but you also cultivate a deep sense of inner peace. Number 4, the virtue of temperance. The fourth Stoic virtue is temperance. In a world of instant gratification and endless consumption, temperance is perhaps the most revolutionary virtue of them all. It is the practice of self-restraint, moderation, and discipline. The Stoics understood that true freedom is not the ability to have whatever you want, whenever you want it. That is a form of slavery. True freedom is the ability to control your own desires. As Musonius Rufus, a lesser-known but brilliant Stoic teacher, said, "If you accomplish something good with hard work, the labor passes quickly, but the good endures. If you do something shameful in pursuit of pleasure, the pleasure passes quickly, but the shame endures." Temperance is about finding the middle ground between excess and deficiency. It's about enjoying the pleasures of life without being enslaved by them. It's about knowing when to say, enough. To cultivate temperance, start by examining your own habits. Where in your life are you indulging in excess? Is it with food, with entertainment, with social media? Choose one area to work on and practice moderation. You'll be amazed at how much more clarity and control you gain over your life. Number 5, the virtue of diligence. The fifth Stoic virtue is diligence. This is the virtue of hard work, persistence, and a commitment to excellence. The Stoics believe that we all have a duty to use our talents to the best of our ability, to contribute to the world in a meaningful way. The world is full of people who start things but never finish them. They have big dreams, but they lack the discipline to see them through. The Stoic, on the other hand, is a master of focus and perseverance. As Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." The diligent person is not afraid of hard work. They embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. To cultivate diligence, you must have a clear sense of purpose. What is your why? What is the legacy you want to leave behind? Once you have a clear vision, break it down into small, manageable steps. And then, get to work. One step at a time, day after day. That is the path to mastery. Number 6, the virtue of patience. The sixth Stoic virtue is patience. In our fast-paced world, we've forgotten the art of waiting. We want everything now. But the Stoics knew that anything of true value takes time to build. Think of a mighty oak tree. It doesn't spring up overnight. It endures years of sun, rain, and wind. It grows slowly, but it grows strong. The same is true for a virtuous life. As Epictetus taught his students, no great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a figure. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. Patience is not about passively waiting for things to happen. It's about actively trusting the process. It's about understanding that there will be setbacks and delays, and not letting them discourage you. To cultivate patience, you must learn to embrace the present moment. Stop constantly worrying about the future. Focus on what you can do right now. And trust that if you continue to plant the seeds of virtue, in time, you will reap a bountiful harvest. Number 7, the virtue of gratitude. The seventh and final Stoic virtue is gratitude. This is the practice of appreciating what you have, right here, right now. It is the antidote to the poison of envy and discontent. It's so easy to fall into the trap of always wanting more. A bigger house, a better car, a more prestigious job. But the Stoics knew that true wealth is not about having a lot, but about wanting little. Marcus Aurelius, in his private meditations, often wrote about the importance of